A long-awaited moment in Yemen. Prisoners held in captivity for years, freed in the largest prisoner exchange between the warring factions. The deal was brokered by the UN in 2018, but never implemented. But this time, Houthi rebels and government representatives set aside their differences, hoping the swap could lead to thousands of detainees being liberated in the future. It was a carefully arranged operation. Saudi, Sudanese and government detainees boarded a plane that took off from Houthi-held Sana'a airport, their destination, Abha airport in Saudi Arabia. At the same time, Houthi rebels were transferred from Sayyun airport in southern Yemen to Sana'a.
Это вчера случилось. Они интенсивно продолжали тут бить уже несколько дней. Но вчера уже добились своего. Там 3 операции были в это время тут. Вот еще одна наша скорая. Вот. В телах были иглы. Это, мы называем шрап. Это нельзя использовать, это оружие массового уничтожения. Я врач, я сам видел, тут у нас и рентгены есть, и вот эти иглы есть, которые мы вытаскивали из раненых. И плюс шариковые бомбы самолеты разбросают тут. У раненых шарики, как шарики почевников. Вот такие шарики вытаскиваем мы из раненых.
Scuffles and clashes in Bangkok as tens of thousands joined together on Thursday night in protest, calling for the resignation of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, as well as pointing fingers at Thailand's seemingly unassailable monarchy. Protesters defied a new police order banning gatherings of more than 4 people as they spilled across the busy junction of Ratchaprasong in the center of the capital. At the same time, Thai police announced they were gathering evidence to press ahead with prosecutions.
The gathering of more than 5 people is already a breach of the law under the emergency decree, and all protesters will be prosecuted. The Metropolitan Police team have been recording all of the protesters who participated.
Now, China has claimed that the United States is destabilizing peace in the Taiwan Strait. Tensions are rising between the 3 countries as the U.S. warships sailed through Taiwanese waters. This comes after Chinese President Xi Jinping called for troops to prepare for war.
China has accused the U.S. of seriously undermining peace and stability in the Straits of Taiwan. Tang Chunhui, spokesman for China's Eastern Theater Command, warned the U.S. to stop its provocative actions in the area. However, the U.S. Navy called the action a routine Taiwan Strait transit, and the Defense Ministry of Taiwan also added that the situation was as normal. Tensions are escalating as U.S. Navy destroyer USS Barry sailed through the Taiwan Strait on Wednesday, just a day after the Chinese president ordered troops to prepare for war.
For 100 days, Bulgarians have been out protesting in Sofia in a wave of anti-government demonstrations. They're demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Boyko Borisov and his chief prosecutor, accusing them of failing to combat high-level corruption. The rallies have been largely peaceful, but occasional clashes with riot police have resulted in dozens of injuries and detentions. The European Commission says the bloc is monitoring the situation closely.
India will be delivering a Kilo-class submarine, INS Sindhuver, to Myanmar. Now, this will be the first submarine of the Myanmar Navy. INS Sindhuva will be used by the Myanmar Navy, which is looking at acquiring its own submarine fleet in the coming years for training purposes. The move is also aimed at countering Chinese influence in Myanmar.
Cooperation in the maritime domain is an important part of our enhanced engagement with Myanmar. And in this context, India will be delivering a Kilo-class submarine, INS Sindhuvir, to the Myanmar Navy. We understand that this will be the first submarine of the Myanmar Navy. This is in accordance with our vision of Sagar, which is security and growth for all in the region. And also, this would be in line with our commitment to build capacities and self-reliance in all our neighboring countries.
Moving on with the latest update from Belarus, where opposition leader Sviatlana has been put on a wanted list. Now, she has been listed as wanted for making calls to overthrow constitutional order. Shortly after a disputed 9th of August election in the country, Sviatlana had fled to neighboring Lithuania. Now, she has since met European political leaders and called for President Alexander Lukashenko to leave power.
도시로 훌륭히 전변시킬 원대한 구상과 설계도를 펼쳐주셨습니다. 경의하는 최고 용도자 동지께서는 지금 진행하고 있는 피해복구 건설은 1단계로 정하고 80일 전투기간 총력을 다하여 질적으로 완공하며 2단계로 당제 8차 대비해서 제시할 5개년 계획기간에 검도 강화 연합기업소, 대웅 청년 영웅 광산, 용양 광산에 경의하는 최고 용도자 동지께서는 솔기 부문에서 80일 전투기간 검독지구 건설 총 계획안을 작성할 때 대한 과업을 제시하시면서 정치국은 유리 없이 올무기세를 방랑시켜 옹론의 새로운 거적을 안고 공기백배 기세축
The Japanese government has decided to release radioactive water from the destroyed Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea. That's according to reports from the Kyoto News Agency and other media on Friday. They say a formal announcement is expected to be made later this month. The nuclear plant at Fukushima was crippled by an earthquake and tsunami 9 years ago. Since then, Tokyo Electric Power Company Holdings has collected more than 1 million tons of contaminated water. Japanese Chief Secretary Katsunobu Kato said on Friday that no decision has been made, but the government aims to make one quickly. He didn't give any further details, including a time frame. The build-up of contaminated water at Fukushima has been a sticking point in the cleanup, which is likely to last decades. The delayed Olympic Games are due to be held in Tokyo next summer, with some events less than 40 miles from the plant.
This morning, authorities investigating again if someone is flying high over LAX in a jetpack.
Flying object, was it a UAV or was it a jetpack?
Pilots and the control tower confused by the dangerous stunt Wednesday afternoon.
Idaho 30, and there was a jetpack reported about 7 miles west of you. There's no way you can go and check that out, can you?
The FBI now investigating. The FAA is saying a China Airlines crew reported seeing what appeared to be someone in a jetpack at an approximate altitude of 6,000 feet, about 7 miles northwest of Los Angeles International Airport. The FAA alerted local law enforcement and will look into the report. This is the second time something like this has happened near LAX. In August, an American Airlines pilot reported a man flying in a jetpack at 3,000 feet and just 300 yards from the plane. A JetBlue pilot seeing the same thing.
Person in a jetpack reported 300 yards south of the LA final at about 3,000 feet.
The controller concluded with,
only in LA.